Welcome everybody to Of Dice and Dens presents a Fistful of Dice, a Deadlands campaign adventure thingy.
Yep, you're not right.
Yeah. I am Jeff the Marshal, and with me in Washington is...
Hey, I'm Josh. I play Percy Clemens, aka Clem. Deserter, originally intended to be of the Confederate Army, but of the North, the South, the Navy. He's seen a fair bit of action, if you will.
The French Foreign Legion.
He's a weirdo.
But we love him.
Well, he at least
And...
Not the Salvation Army, because they're all dicks.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Okay, like that.
The views expressed in this podcast are my own and not reflective of anyone else present.
That was the first army he got a taste for deserting from.
Like, ooh, I like deserting.
It tastes like strawberry
You'll
shortcake.
get your just dessert. Ooh, I like dessert.
Anyway.
In Boise? The one by herself in Boise?
Okay, I'm Kimberly, and I play Allie Taylor, a legitimate businesswoman and entrepreneur and genius chemist.
Did you use air quotes around legitimate?
Sure.
And businesswoman.
No.
And good.
What's
And
that? Alchemist. That's what she is. She's an alchemist. Oh my god, Cat, shut up.
And I
All right.
am Dan. I play Bartholomew Chancellor of the Atlanta Chancellors, related to the Deseret Chancellors, and was it Boatswain? Something like that. Boatswain of the Ogden.
Oh yeah, I'm help in this medical bay.
And I'm Ari. I play Franck Renew. I'm a mixed French-Mexican trapper, and I have a migraine. Yay!
AKA Chamapel.
Yes.
The greatest French name. My name is...
My name.
My name.
I am called.
My name is
Je
what?
m'appelle.
My name is who? My name is Je m'appelle.
Darth Vader.
Okay.
It's not the north or the
Shall we
It's not the
review what we
north
did
or
last
the
time?
south side.
Because I don't frickin' remember. Do I? No, that we were in a town.
That you nailed it.
Yeah.
And some stuff was happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we did a thing or two, and then we said goodbye to each other. Maybe not to
And
the town, I don't remember.
I ate the Crow King.
Yeah, we went to the town.
Oh,
we found
yeah.
the crows. We rescued the
Okay.
girl's parents after rescuing Horace. I lose my stomach because Horace lost his stomach, and I tried to heal him in a failed way. I helped blow up the Crow King from the window while the rest of you beat him up, and then Clem ate him, got his crow powers, and then we stayed the night at the town. But one of the stewards or whatever from the ship, told us that the ship is abandoned near some town. I wrote it down, but I don't have that notebook with me. And that we need
It's with the chips.
to go rescue it, but the mopped is still clean and shiny.
Yes. And it's not abandoned, it's stuck there, right?
Yeah, somehow it ends up in the middle.
Shipwrecked.
Yep. It's shipwrecked. And
Again.
the town you're headed towards is Grimvale.
I wanted to say Gloomhaven,
Yes.
but I knew that was
Gloomhaven. Is that from something?
And
probably.
After rescuing Alder Creek from the Crow King, our posse spends the night and prepares to travel to Grimvale in the morning. Will they find the ship? Will Bartholomew and Horace heal their stomach wounds? Will the group get paid? Find out now on ODND Presents A Fistful of Dice.
For those of you listening at home who were curious, the last time we recorded was in October.
Was it really?
Yep.
Yes.
Holy shit! And for context, it's January 10th.
Yeah, we
Yes.
we mentioned Halloween in that episode, and I said it probably wouldn't release until Thanksgiving, which it didn't. I released it on like the 11th or something. So.
Oh, nice.
So here we are. 2020 is over.
And 2021 has been calm and nothing's happened.
Nothing has happened. It's
It's been perfect.
I want my refund.
In like a lion, out like a lion.
That's on
with
fire.
Claws.
Poor lion.
So
Pissed off lion that's like fur burned off and it's had a couple shots.
yeah.
And that's why I'm having a couple
Somebody
Sounds
poured gas on the dumpster fire.
Yep. I'm having Belvini.
So
Scotch.
I'm having Fremont gin.
I've yet to have a gin I like. I've tried. I really have.
Yeah. You know the thing about gin is specifically the gin and tonic. It's like an every event drink. It's like the old fashioned. Name one event that you can't order a gin and tonic at and look reasonably classy.
MAGA event.
No, I guarantee.
Well, I mean, there's a pretty massive classiness debuff, just like in the air at those places.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I feel pretty comfortable with this conversation because with the stuff I've posted recently on our Twitter, I'm pretty sure we would have lost anyone who would have said that statement.
Looking at who your followers or who the ODND followers are and who my followers are, it's actually kind of an echo chamber.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
But anyway, so yes, you all, dear listeners, have missed the highlight of the season. But well, I did have a Christmas adventure planned. We just didn't get to it because life sucks. So we're just gonna move on from here. So as
we missed you, listeners, the most.
We did.
Especially you, Karen. You're special to me.
And Greg, you and I have something special. Okay, so we had a nice little synopsis there.
Mm-hmm.
You are all in the town. You wake up the next morning refreshed and ready to set out to somewhere, do something.
I step out refreshed, stretching. I'm like, oh, what a peaceful night. Didn't feel like a demon was trying to take over my body or nothing.
Curiously specific thing to say, Clem.
I have the.
Am I healed? Are my organs back inside my body?
Yes.
And Horace's?
Your
Yes.
organs are in a horse's body?
Yeah. We now we're
Keep
like
them to yourself.
we're like Siamese twins with a tube of intestines going between us.
Exactly.
Oh.
Like
Now
an
that I got my
umbilical cord.
horse, I need to go find my horse.
Wow.
I don't remember what was the town's attitude towards us after all
They
this.
liked us
They
very
liked
much.
us.
I mean, we obviously spent the night, but like
They were very excited. They were very
think-
thankful.
I was gonna say, I
Yes.
think they were pretty like grateful for us.
Yeah,
Being
I think they offered you the sheriff's
They
position
did,
Yes.
and I turned it
again.
down.
You speak for the whole
Again.
group, apparently.
No, they saw my shooting skills, and so they knew who the real.
Or your healing skills.
He didn't die now, did he?
You almost did.
Well, you know what they always say: heal thyself.
You say that every time. It seems more like it's healer, destroy thyself. You have added to your job, that's all I'm saying.
Take offense to that.
Good.
I think that was the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, healer.
Uh-huh.
So you guys are
Awake? Are we gonna go find our boat?
yes, your boat car
Yep.
and Hellbitch. Hellbitch was you have Hellbitch back.
Oh, was that here? I thought that was at Gloomhaven.
No, you picked it up in the town before you headed off, so you have the car and like 4 horses.
I think you mean Grimhaven. He said Gloom, but it's
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Grimvale. That's
Gloomhaven.
what
That's
I
what I
have
said.
written down. Yeah.
I'm gonna trade in some chips for bounty points. By the way.
Wait, don't we need to drop chips?
Okay.
You already did. I drew them on your thing.
Oh.
I'm gonna trade in my 2 red chips and my 2 blue chips. So that should be 10 points. Okay, there. So 2 and 2. I want to level up my spirit,
Okay.
but I don't have enough points for that yet. But I got to build it up.
Is there a place like so we stayed at the inn. I feel like we helped the dude who we kind of like where Bartholomew was shooting from. That was like the general store, right?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Would he happen to have, and I know this is Deadlands, okay? It's not necessarily a period piece. Would he happen to have a Ouija board for sale?
Why wouldn't this be?
Sure. Well,
okay.
hold
how,
on.
How,
Hold
how
on,
much
let
is
me
that
see.
going to cost me?
Let me see for sure. Okay. He has one, and it's going to cost you $19.
Dang. Okay. It's for the good of the group.
So
I
what year is this again, Jeff?
1886, I think.
Okay. So the
Are
Ouija
you
board.
looking up when?
Yeah, Ouija board
yeah.
was in America in the early 1800s.
Yeah.
Spiritualists believe that the dead were able to contact the living or poorly use the talking board very similar to the modern Ouija board at their camps in Ohio in 1886 to ostensibly enable faster communication with spirits. Following its commercial introduction in 1890, Ouija board was regarded as an instant parlor game. So it would have been very common, at least.
Sweet. Okay. I straight up buy one and bring it in to everybody at the table for breakfast. And I'm like, all right, y'all. Here, I know we got to get to Grimhaven, but I think we might be able to get some answers through this. And I reveal the Ouija board.
Here's what it looks. Here's the one from
uh,
1890. Is what it looks like. I'm uploading it now. Oh my god,
Yep. Yep.
it's a 5 meg picture.
Nice.
Anyway, it'll be there.
Side plug for history buffs and people who like this sort of thing. Strongly recommend listening to Unobscured's series on spiritualism.
Nice.
Fascinating. I just enjoy Unobscured altogether, but yep.
There's our plug. So I'm like, everybody put your hands on this little
Where are we doing this?
piece here.
Oh, I believe
what?
it's called a plan shit.
Where are we at? What time of day
And
is
this
it?
is the devil.
It's breakfast.
We're just doing this at
Yeah.
breakfast? Alright, I don't think it's going to
Yeah.
work that way, but fine.
I shrug and I set down my fork and I push my plate aside and I reach out and I
I keep
put
holding my
hands
fork.
on the planchette.
I very haphazardly lay my hand on it while I eat my eggs.
Yeah.
Frank, I'm going to need you to participate. This is for all of us here.
I would say, look, this is really against my religion. I'm doing this because I like you.
Ugh.
if undead could blush, Clem would.
Too bad you don't have any blood.
I mean, he can't get an erection. Just ask him.
For science.
For science reasons.
All right, with everybody's hands on there, I start to kind of like sway back and forth, and I'm like, Coot Jenkins, are you there?
Nothing.
Not surprised.
Now,
well,
is this
Coot,
Jenkins
Coot.
dead? I guess that's the question I have.
Hold on, y'all. Coot, you will have to forgive my ever-changing affectation, as it tends to wander just like I do throughout these wild and dangerous lands. You might not recognize my voice right away. This is Clem. Coot, can you hear us?
Nothing. Now, because this is a Ouija board and how Ouija boards work, I will tell you what would happen if an actual spirit was talking through it. If any of the other players want to mess around with Clem,
Yes.
I'm not going to stop
I was
you.
thinking about making a spell the word "eat your breakfast."
Eat your Ovaltine. Oh wait, drink your Ovaltine.
So what would I need to roll for that? To try to trick him into believing.
I'm super into this. I feel like it should be easy. I'm kind of swaying around.
Kimberly's about to explode.
It's all gonna. We're all gonna die. Probably like a combination roll of persuasion and sleight of hand.
Combination? What do you mean? Roll both?
Yep.
Okay, well, I got 3 in persuasion, but I got nothing in sleight of hand. Ugh. So I forget, what do I roll? Am I rolling basically a disadvantage if I don't have a thing?
Let me.
I forget how that works.
Okay, mixing aptitudes. Aptitudes are normally associated with a particular trait. Let's see. When the marshal asks for an aptitude test, such as climbing, just use that trait as climbing. But sometimes she might ask you for a climbing/knowledge roll. This means she wants you to see how much your character knows about climbing, not how well
You climb.
she actually knows how to. Okay, it doesn't actually say how to do it. Oh.
We might still
just-
be playing this when you guys listen to it. So if you guys know, why don't you go ahead and email us at ODNDpod.
Yeah, so I believe just the dice from both pools, and so doing it unskilled is 1d4 minus 4. No.
So fail.
Would it be just my smarts -4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is a 1d4 -4. All right. Ow! God damn, this die can be. All right. So my highest persuading is 6, so I aced that. So another 5, so 11 on my persuading, and I actually aced my 4. Aced it again.
Shit.
So 11 minus 4 is 7. So 7 on my sleight of hand, 11 on my persuading. Actually, wasn't too bad of a roll.
Okay, so
frankly.
your highest is an 11, but across both skills.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to move your hands just right and really kind of with other subtle body lingo and perhaps some silver tongue action, you're able to get the talking board to tell whatever story you want.
Drink your Ovaltine. Oh man, it's a crummy commercial. No, I wanted to.
I paid $19 for this.
That's all I wanted it to say.
Eat breakfast. Oh, you got Coop. I gotta keep my strength up for these trying times, and I immediately start digging into the plate that was set there for me.
I look at Frank and Allie, and I just wink and go back to eating my eggs.
I smirk and then go back to my breakfast. Whatever it is.
Biscuits and gravy.
I'm eating.
Yeah.
I'm eating egg and
Ooh.
bakies.
Egg and bakies.
Eggs, bacon, and toast.
I'm kind of pecking at my toast uncontrollably a little bit. Like, like maybe a little bit of that Crow King rubbed off on me there.
So I talked to
Breakfast.
the tavern keeper. I'm like, do y'all have a horse around that isn't originally from here?
Jesus.
Did you find a horse?
I'm new in town.
Well, I heard
Well,
rumors.
I mean,
I heard rumors that my horse Hellbitch is here. Have you? It would have a brand on it that has a C, but like the C kind of turns into like a castle.
Oh Jesus!
That's all brand.
Could you draw that for me, Daniel?
the barkeep is kind of like, polishes his glass.
His glass? Or
It's like, well,
just the glass he's holding?
just the glass he's holding. It's like, well, you'd have to go over and talk to the stables, but we've gotten a lot more people coming in and out since that ship arrived from over the valley there, and well, I think there might have been one with a brand similar to that. They called her Sweet
Similar,
Pea,
not
though.
quite the same.
I
But
mean, it's pretty obvious. Saying on that one, I guess.
Well, but the one I think that's over there had like an X through it or something. I don't know. Go talk to the stable.
I mean, you can't just scribble out someone else's brand. That's kindergarten work right there.
That poor horse getting branded twice.
a horse
The
is
horse
like a
so
boat.
nice they branded it twice.
Yeah, bad luck.
Yeah.
First, you gotta hit it with a stick. I mean, not a stick. bottle of something or shut up.
You don't break it. It's not like a boat. You don't just like, I now declare this horse named Hellbitch. Smash.
Well, I was reacting to
I
Ari.
need-
She's like,
I
it's like
need
a
to get
boat.
a-
You don't change the
I
name.
need to get another horse.
As soon as that conversation's done, I slam my fist on the table. Done! And I pack my Ouija board away. And I'm like, Bartholomew, I will accompany you to these stables.
All right, I appreciate that. In case anything gets a little bit rough over there. All right. Does anyone else want to join us on our trip to the stables?
Oh,
Sure. I
what else
guess.
do we have to do?
I mean, you could just
No, I don't
stay
think we
here.
have
I'm
to.
not going to force you.
Don't be passive aggressive, Bartholomew.
Thought I was being
We
aggressive.
said
aggressive.
fine.
All right. So, I guess we all head on over to the stable. I thank the innkeeper. Thank you for this delicious meal and for selling him this Ouija board, I guess.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of grunts and shakes his head and walks off. Like
Okay, now we head over to the stable.
the equivalent of whatever, man.
Whatever, dude.
Like, whatever, Scoob. Sorry.
Oh no, I'll never forget waking up to Shaggy off one day at that household in the mountains.
Alright. So, I go, and I presume that I locate my horse relatively quickly, as it is my horse, and I would be familiar with its appearance.
Yep. And roll me a d4.
Is he the only one with a horse,
Ow.
or we've just been hoofing it?
Yeah.
Footing it?
He
I
brought
have-
it all the way from.
Yeah, I was on the train with us, but I've not had
okay.
it. I've not had it since day one. I rolled a 2
But basically, I'm saying you're the only one with a horse.
at the moment. Yes.
We don't have horses. Okay, that's what I'm
Yes.
after here.
I bought it. So I got a 2. Jeff.
Okay. So,
Oh, that's right. We
Yes.
were on a car. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
You still have the car.
That's right.
It's actually a steam-powered longboat, but yes.
Whatever.
It's a car.
I have a Viking dragon head on it because if not, I might have to resign in protest.
You know what? Just for you, it does.
You had that.
Yay!
Allie had plenty of opportunity.
So, despite the best
Stop it.
attempts at the cattle rustling, Hellbitch's brand is there. It's slightly altered, but because of the great deeds you have done ridding the town of the scarecrow, that giant bird, and the other malignant effects, the stableman is more than willing to just give you Hellbitch back. So,
Thank you for my horse. It's been so long since I've seen you, hell bitch. You're as important to me as my cousin Horace.
Horse is like, aw.
How much?
it bites your hand.
How much? How much are? I turned to the stable guy. How much would it be to outfit the rest of our group with horses?
Are we going back on the ship?
That's fair. Well, would we all take
looks-
the car into the mountain to Gloomhaven?
he looks
What?
he looks around and he's like, I'll trade you the car for 3 more horses.
There you go.
4.
4 more.
Don't forget about Horace.
He can ride
Yep.
bitch.
I was
On
just
Hellbitch.
about to suggest that.
Nope. Nope. 4 horses and nothing.
Nobody else rides on Hell Bitch but you.
I look nervously over at Clem, and I'm like,
You are Clem.
sorry, over at
He's looking
Bartholomew.
in the mirror.
I'm just looking nervously in the mirror at myself. Bartholomew, you think the captain would appreciate us selling one of his emergency vessels?
The captain ran his ship aground twice.
Doesn't
And
sound
have
like
you
he's a
seen
very
that
good captain.
Like, yeah, it runs. But for how long? You did blow it up with dynamite.
Well, for the record, it did stop working next to that spooky ship. It still worked. Thank you, Bartholomew.
I'm just saying, I feel like a non-blown up horse is probably better than a blown up boat car thing.
My biggest concern is I do not want this to besmirch my reputation as a good deckhand, Bartholomew.
Have you seen the deck? I don't think anything could. Also, is this stored with us? The one that came from the ship that told us where the ship was.
You mean steward?
Oh,
Stored?
Stored, yeah.
no.
Is the stored here?
Oh, Horace is the one who told you
Oh,
where
was he?
it was.
I thought it was someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He came.
Fair.
Yeah, the Ogden ran aground and he came to
This town. God, that's right. Okay, I'm back on track.
the town looking for help and supplies with a couple other men
So
and
4
the
horses.
other men.
And you can have a
Yeah.
beat up boat car.
You don't have to call it beat up.
All right.
It also all the
But you're gonna have.
all the supplies for the horses too.
Jeez.
Oh no, that's too much. That's a bridge too far.
All right, fine.
Okay,
I'll
You
give
don't
you-
get the only motor vehicle in the 500-mile radius. Come on, guys, let's go. And can I roll persuade?
Before we do,
Yes, roll persuade.
5.
Okay. He's like, fine, wait. I'll give you
I
the
never
4
get to use
horses.
persuade. I'm going to use the shit out of it right now.
Actually, you know what?
Hmm?
We're going to use the contested rolls.
What's
Okay.
that?
Ooh.
He's going to roll something for the other guy.
Hmm.
Yep. We're basically going to duel. need-
before you do, Clem, I'm just resigned that we're giving this up.
Stop saying Clem.
Well, I stopped myself there. Just like myself, I enjoyed my character's own name. Thank you very much. I'll say it as much as I want. I'm going to step away and be like, I just need a minute with the longboat, and I am going to scrub its decks in a way of saying goodbye. Also, meta wise, to make it look better and maybe assist Dan's persuading.
You can try.
I would like to try.
Okay. All right. Bartholomew, roll your persuade.
Oh, I did. I got a 5.
Okay. So the shopkeep says, "You know that's not the only one in a 500-mile radius, but
It's the closest.
I said 50 to be fair.
Well, I tell you what. I'll do 4 horses. 4 horses and hell bitches 5. I'll give you 3 saddles and tack and enough feed to get you to where you're going. That's the best I can do.
I mean, that ain't bad. I say out of character because
I say all 4 saddles and half the feed.
Roll your persuade.
That's 2 6s. 11.
Yeah. He goes, I see you're a serious man.
Mm-hmm.
Deal. He spits in his hand and holds it out.
I spit
to
in
you.
mine because I haven't been around these people now that I know that that's what I have to do. And I shake.
Trophy unlocked. Got rid of albatross.
Thanks for listening to episode 15 of ODND Presents A Fistful of Dice. Jeff said we likely wouldn't be seeing any combat this session, but I'm not sure he expected us to take so long in Alder Creek either. Oh well, the best laid plans. Speaking of, I apologize for airing my mic issues. There was an extreme amount of static on the recording, and frankly, I'm impressed with what Adobe was able to get out of it. And now I'm going to throw it to past Jeff for our credits. And after that, we'll have a preview for Comedy on Vinyl.
OD&D Presents is a companion podcast of Dice and Den. Both can be found at odndpodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at ODNDpod. Find us on Facebook at ODNDpodcast or email us at odndpod@gmail.com. OD&D and OD&D Presents are part of the Stolen Dress podcast network. Find them at stolendress.com, where you can find some of their other shows, including Comedy on Vinyl, where guests are interviewed about some of their favorite comedy records. Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour, where they talk about comedy they did as kids and shoot the shit. What's New With You, Scooby-Doo, which is a episode-by-episode evaluation of the Scooby-Doo cartoon show. Professional Bluer, a new one by Jay, where he interviews folks about the extra work they did and many more. Deadlands is a product of Pinnacle Entertainment. The theme song is All Good in the Wood by Audionautics, used under Creative Commons Attributions license.
On the Comedy on Vinyl podcast, I talk about comedy albums with people like Harry Shearer.
It was a Broadway musical done as a comedy album.
Tommy Chong.
We used to go to the dump, and I found a Red Fox 78.
And Neil Innes.
We consumed them. Once we'd learned it, we almost never played the record again.
Some weeks, we even make comedy history.
This is a Comedy on Vinyl exclusive Bob Newhart's Paul Revere.
Every Wednesday at comedyonvinyl.com or wherever you find podcasts.
That's it. Thank you. I'll be right back. If you guys want to, could you get those horses all set up? I'm gonna go pack my bags, and I walk out, and I go ew, 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 and I'm like shaking my hand, ew, ew. I'm gonna wash my hands.
In a tender moment, I am with the longboat, and I'm like, well, old gal,
Ew.
I don't suppose the captain will miss you, considering he can't take care of his main ship well enough, but here's a good swabbing for good old times, and
Ew.
I make this thing, if it had chrome, it would be mirror reflective.
Ew.
Nice.
But now you all have horses you can name.
Yay.
Yes.
Lydia.
Name
Lydia
and description. I want names and description.
I want the ugly old worn out mare.
Let's see. Hell bitch is a chestnut.
I grab an Appaloosa.
And I name it Lily.
I'm a Pinto.
What's the horse that has like the shaggy feet?
Clydesdale.
That's
Budweiser.
what the horse has. Named Sophia with an
Okay, I guess I probably better write this down.
F. Otherwise,
because I'm
otherwise
gonna
our
forget.
fan will be very upset.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a Clydesdale as well, and I don't remember what Clem's wife's name is, but that's the name.
Ugh,
Even though it's a male
it's not
horse.
Charlotte because it's a little girl.
I really feel like you looked that
Yeah.
up last time today.
Yeah, Charlotte is his Manitou.
Okay, we'll roll back and look for that, guys. But if you know, go ahead and email us at odndpod@gmail.com and tell us freaking Clem's wife's name because he's super good at his character.
Please help Clem with his continuity because he is a mess.
He's incontinent.
So y'all got
I
horses.
was a-
Y'all got saddles and feed enough to get you where you're going.
Yeah.
My horse's name is my wife.
Marriage? No way.
Very nice, very nice. I like.
Jesus.
In Clem's voice, I suppose it'd be, my wife. That really added to the story. I just want to toss that out.
It really did. That made it the difference between a meh and a woohoo story.
You're all gonna love this episode.
All right. So I come back after
Low
washing my
quality
hands.
content.
All right. I suppose we should all kind of get loaded up and head on out to
Wait, we get to get loaded?
Grimdown or whatever it was called.
Grimvale.
Grimsby? Wait, no, that's the Little Mermaid.
Grimington.
Yeah. So
Gruff.
Don't remember Ariel being named Grimsby, but okay.
No,
I
Grimsby
know.
was the okay.
Grimsby was the Cogsworth of Little Mermaid.
Pretty much.
I thought that was Sebastian.
And you know, the older I get, the more I realize Simba and Belle and Ariel
Are all idiots?
are all idiots.
Yeah.
And
They should've listened
Zazu
to their
and
parents.
Zazu and Sebastian are the real
She's
heroes
16
in
years
those
old.
movies.
She's not a child.
I'm like, oh, honey, yes, you are. Get off TikTok and
Literally
go get a
are.
job.
Dear audience, listen
You're
to your
on TikTok all
caretakers.
the time. Dan.
But I'm not doing the dances, Ariel.
But he's got a job.
We're on the road.
We're on the road.
Again.
Yes, on the road again. Yep. And you guys are just riding horses. You didn't get a wagon or anything.
No. That's
Just to be clear. Yeah. So,
That's too much work.
We only have what we can carry in our back anyway. At any time.
Yes. You left your bushel of apples at your aunt's house.
Yep, I did. I'm not a fool.
So.
Those are only
All
going
right.
to appreciate and value. You laugh now. Wait till I sell that cider.
Oh, can we pause a second?
Again? Oh, I forgot that we started.
We've got about 5 solid minutes
I
of
just want
actual story.
I just want Jeff to tell our audience what we got him for a DM Christmas present.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I mentioned that, but I did not. I did in my fancy new deck of cards and new dice. But I got a paper wrapped deck of cards that are really kind of cool. They are a what would you call them?
Replica?
Recreation?
Yeah.
Replica of cards that you would find in the Arizona Territory in the late 1800s.
Whoa.
It's pretty
And
much
they're-
just like the suit in the middle
Mm.
and the
Mhm.
the number is somewhere. But it's like it doesn't have anything extra on it.
Yeah, it's just the suite and the printing. So it doesn't have the number. It's just like, I'm looking at the 5 of spades. Now it's 5 spades.
Yeah, that's right.
And real harsh corners, not the rounded edges you see in a lot of plain decks.
Do they hurt when you hold them? Like
And
my
soft edges,
keyboard?
you kids.
Ow!
Yeah. And a nice little, it's a paper case instead of
Yeah, it's
cardboard.
Really weird.
Yeah.
They probably didn't use cardboard back.
Yeah. And it has stamped
Okay,
on the
Google,
bottom.
when was cardboard invented?
A
Actually,
long time ago.
I'm gonna say that 50.
Just because it was
And-
invented, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what they used in the Wild West, where things were a lot harder to find.
I just want to know now.
Okay.
It's a fact Blackbeard used a lot of cardboard.
Wait, you got the
On his ships
You
in
got-
the wet weather?
Yeah.
you got the
There was
dice
a lot of
you were
wet
Jeff?
cardboard.
Yes.
1817.
Oh wow.
The first cardboard box was invented in 1817.
But you wouldn't use real
Nice.
cardboard for cards.
Especially because
No, oh, that's
they're
fair.
like army cards, and so it's like that would
Yes.
not travel well.
Yeah. If it wasn't,
And then
it
I
wasn't wrapped in paper, I would expect it to be in a tin.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I got 2d6 that look like revolver cylinders. So
I really like those.
what?
Yeah, like the revolver cylinders and the number of bullets in the cylinders. What
Dips.
number it is?
Tips
yeah.
it's got.
That's awesome.
So
I won't.
guess how the bad guys are counting.
Yeah. I wanted to go theme.
Yeah, it is a cool theme. I am really constantly in awe at how good at gift giving you are.
It's been several years.
They are very good at it.
I got better.
I'm not.
I'm bad at it. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go to their wish list because that's what they want because I can't think of anything better.
Terry never likes anything.
But
Never?
Nope.
Not my Kindle
No.
or the sewing machine
No.
or my...
The
I loved my present from this year, and it wasn't even for me. It's for the chickens.
I knew you would though.
I know.
It's an outdoor heater for the water, and
Oh, dude,
a
that's
3-gallon.
Oh.
It has to be metal to go on it, and so I got her a 3-gallon metal water feeder too. Which
I
is
don't have
way
to bring
bigger.
them out water every night or every day.
The one she has now is not even a half gallon. It's like maybe a quart.
I just hope they're actually drinking it because I can't tell.
I'm sure it's fine.
Anyway, we're driving.
you're
We're riding horses
on.
the whole way.
Yep.
Did we let our bosses
I
know
assume.
where we are? Where we're going? Or did we?
We're going to them.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, the ship's crashed where we're going.
Got it. Did we bring anything to? Did Horace tell us how to help?
Just set up, run ashore.
Yeah. Yep. And
By ashore, I mean onto some rocks.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
run a land on the land.
Yeah, right.
he uses a bunch of naval jargon and sailor jargon because he's apparently been with them too long and has started to talk like a pirate. But from what you can gather,
Yar.
it's pretty. Since none of you are actual Navy type folk,
Yeah.
it's
One of us used to be. Thinking.
How long were you
Oh,
even
yeah.
there before you deserted, though?
I
Let's
thought
be
you were in the
serious.
army.
There,
A solid
that's what
week.
I'm saying. Like, he was there for maybe a good 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 weeks more than you, Bartholomew.
Fair.
you showed up and they were like, "Here's how to tie a knot," and you were
He's like,
oh
I'm
crap.
Too rich, mom.
Bye.
I'm out of here.
I probably just spent the whole time getting in trouble and washing the poop deck. And that's why he's so good at it.
He's like,
Yeah.
He has to wash it
Captain,
so
I'm
much
gonna develop
because he got a
one
little
skill
confused.
at a time, please.
That sounds like Clem.
Pardon my ever-changing expectation, as it does change from deck to deck.
Love you, Clem.
Oh. Okay. So
Maybe we could have at least like brought more rope or something in case we need to tow the ship.
sure.
All right, clippity cloppity.
Wait, yeah, wasn't there supposed to be a part we were bringing?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you never did find it.
Yeah, we did. He said we found the parts in the shop.
that sounds like us.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
can't
right.
gaslight
That's
us like
right.
that.
I was fully willing to accept that we never found what we needed.
But I feel like at this
We're
junction,
bad at our
this
jobs.
may not be enough anymore.
All I want in this world is to catch a sand slug thing.
Sandworm?
Yeah, that.
I'm going to recreate the scene from Dune just for Frank.
Wee.
We have to put the
Gonna
little
give him
sound
a
Dune
thing
or
down.
Tremors? I vote
Or
Tremors.
Beetlejuice is what I always picture.
There you go.
In Dune, they have little clackers they put down to summon the worm because vibration is what attracts their attention.
Just like Tremors.
Frank's eyes.
Is Tremors
turned
a remake
blue
of Dune?
'cause of the
It is,
spice.
and I don't know if you knew that. But that was actually a shot-for-shot remake of Dune.
Oh, crazy.
Really?
Yeah, Kevin
Really?
Bacon was in both of them. I don't know if you knew that.
You ass.
You all can suck it.
Can we
Don't-
please get to Grimvale?
Please don't look that up.
Somebody just made a voice sound in the ear that sounded like the spirit box, and I was about to nope. I was about to nope right out of here.
Here.
Behind.
Close.
Okay.
Away.
Okay, can we camp and
Kill.
then use the Ouija board again?
Attack.
Yes.
When it's dark?
Yes,
and
you
it's Where we're
You can
supposed
hold
to?
a proper hold a proper seance.
First, we have some beans for dinner.
I am not going to take part in this. I'm not comfortable with any of this.
You have seen supernatural occurrences. Why is this where you draw the line?
Because this
Bartholomew,
summer
you
demons-
saw Coot.
We
You
already
saw Coot tell me to eat my breakfast. How can you deny the truth of this situation?
I'm saying that it could.
You are
summon
the
a
one who
demon.
is in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, this is where they like to hang out. This is the middle of nowhere.
I'm
are
here
being-
thanks to a miracle.
Xenophobic.
Xenophobic?
Phasmophobic. No, wait.
Yes, that too.
I'm just gonna come over
Thanks.
here and eat a can of beans.
Are you Bean Dad?
Yep. I am being dead. Open this can of beans.
I think I pull out the Ouija board. Frank seems very convinced that this is the right time, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll bring it out now.
Okay. I'm gonna go eat more beans.
Is Horace going to partake in this?
You know what? Highs or lows?
Hi.
What's up?
Yep, horse is joining.
Oh yeah, Horace knows what's good. Saddle
Just
on
want you
up
to know
right here
that
next to
God
me, little
frowns
buddy.
upon this horse.
God.
And once again, I ask, Coot Jenkins, are you there?
No answer.
Are you there? Are you here?
Where are you?
How old are you?
Old.
Maybe this is kind of a,
He's got a
gotta try twice.
Horace has a 2d10 in spirit. Can I roll to
Cool.
see if something
Okay.
shows up?
Sure.
Can I double down on Horace's? I'm sorry, triple down on Horace's roll and roll my 6d10?
Sure. You know what? If you're holding an actual seance, roll your spirit. Let's do
We're
this.
by the fire. It's night. There's mysticism.
Okay,
in the
Horace
air.
got a 13.
Well,
13. Okay.
Horace did better than me. I got a 9.
And while he's not there, he's listening. So I feel like Bartholomew's influence could have an impact too.
Mhm.
Let me just get my 5d8 out. Because he wouldn't let Horace do this by himself. This is how it is. 16 on Clem's part.
Woof.
16, no, sorry. 8 plus 6 is 14.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any faith?
Faith?
Oh, let me check. Spirit, faith.
Faith, I just did a straight up
What is it?
spirit check.
3d6. You do your
Faith
spirit
would make
minus
more
5?
sense.
Where is
But-
it?
Minus
That's
4.
science.
Spirit minus 4.
You got 3d12 in that.
That's what I'm thinking.
I have 2d6 in spirit. Where's my dice? There they are. I'll do 2d6 in spirit.
5.
I got a 11.
Okay. So you're invoking the spirits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As is our wont.
As you all feel the temperature drop suddenly.
We got freezing
Suddenly-
temperatures.
Who's got the spirit box? I got EMP.
I pull out my journal and set it down.
Oh, there you go.
I'm pretty sure the Ouija board is
Yeah.
the spare box.
I throw a crucifix down. That is in character.
Yes.
Anybody got any salt?
Okay, so you've kind of like opened the door. It's up to you guys now.
I'm not paying attention, but I am.
Mm-hmm.
What? What is your favorite color?
Blue. No. Yellow.
The
Look,
planchette moves over the letter B
Blue.
and
Must-
then scrapes slowly over to the letter L and stops.
Basic beach.
So it's either black or blue.
Well, bull
Or blood
is-
red.
Bull ain't a color. Is this coot we are speaking to right now?
It slides over to the no.
Oh.
Well, then who are we talking to?
I thought you weren't involved.
Oh!
I'm like, my back's to it, and my arms are crossed.
Whiner.
Let's see. it slides back to the letter B.
Blue.
And then it slides over to the letter E. And then it slides to an empty space. And then back to the letter E. And then over to the letter L. And eventually it spells Beelzebub.
Oh, no.
Is Coot Jenkins available?
Can I leave a message?
Can I leave a message?
Oh, wrong number. Sorry.
New Ouija board.
How do we get a redial?
So hearing you say that it was Beelzebub, I run over and I throw it into the fire.
Rude.
Y'all summoned one of the worst demons of hell, and I'm rude?
The worst part of this is
maybe it was a different Beelzebub. Pretty common
it's a
name.
common name.
Meanwhile, inside
Coot's cave,
Clem's head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, it's echoey in there, isn't it?
Charlotte wakes up. What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to get us killed?
Mad?
Yes.
Oh shit. Well, I was just seeking more guidance from Coot.
Were you saying this out loud because you don't know how to talk to her in your head?
Yeah. Straight up, Clem doesn't know how to talk.
Maybe we just wait for him to show up. He doesn't seem to have a hard time finding you, Clem.
He did tell you to eat your breakfast.
He isn't dead. You can't talk to him through a Ouija board. This isn't a telegram service.
Well, now listen here, Charlotte. As someone who hangs out in my head, I've tried spinning around, looking in the mirror. I've tried Ouija boards.
Who are you talking
to? He comes and goes. Bartholomew, please. And I hold up a finger.
That's because he's the Prospector. It's too difficult to explain. But do you know what you did?
Well,
with that talking board, you invited a spirit like me into your midst. Now there is a spirit like me wandering around.
Oh, how awkward that must be, considering I deal with you on a daily basis.
Excuse me?
We would
maybe Charlotte, this Beelzebub would be a little more accommodating to my situation.
Who is Charlotte? And I doubt it. It is the devil.
Bartholomew, please.
I'm rummaging through my bag.
Do you got anything in there for like crazy people?
That's what I'm looking for. Might have some tranks in here.
You haven't even
listen.
Frank's watching the Ouija board burn. The worst part of this is that means Bartholomew was right.
I pull out like a bottle of like a kind of a pale lime green liquid, and I kind of shake it, and I and I put it back in. And
nope, that's Goldschlager. Next.
Let's see.
So Charlotte continues. Okay, let me explain to you how all this works, right? You are dead. I'm here keeping you alive. If I die, you die for good. And you invited one of the few things that can actually kill me to be my neighbor. Do you not see how this is a bad thing?
Well, in that perspective, yes, this does seem like a rather hasty and uninformed decision.
That's what I told you, and you never listened to me.
Bartholomew, please.
Does he ever shut up?
No. If you listen to him in his sleep, he would be preaching this shit.
Well, I never.
You do everything.
I pick up my crucifix and throw it at Clem.
Oh.
Okay, Charlotte, hold on. And I plug one ear like like a phone almost. I relay everything she said.
So Jeff,
Yeah.
I have some ranks in medicine. I did a subclass in like patent medicine. Could I use that to somehow find something in my bag that would maybe like knock him out because he's talking crazy?
It's not real medicine, just knock him out medicine.
Yeah.
Chemical equivalent of hitting him with a blackjack.
Oh, the Herald. Let me double check my rules. I don't believe I can be poisoned.
Oh, snap.
Does it count as poison?
I'm immune to alcohol.
Is it
pretty much any chemicals don't affect him because he can't get drunk?
But is it? Oh, I see what you mean.
Yep.
I have a blackjack. No.
I mean,
just Leon blackjack. Never mind. On blackjack.
So, are we hearing anything in the woods, or
maybe Alice can pull out a little billy club from her bag?
You know what? It's entirely probable that she's got one.
Do we have to
a
do
strike
a roll
to
to
the
see if we
head
have
is
the
probably the best.
Yeah. What do I roll for that? Or like what do I roll to pick up a rock and clock him over the noggin?
Why are we trying to knock him out? I'm confused.
Because he's talking crazy.
He never told us he has a spirit.
Oh, that's right.
Because I kept annoying him.
I just relayed what Charlotte said.
All we know is that you're hearing voices.
God.
That's all we know.
Fighting unarmed would be your knockout.
For all we know, you're just going crazy right now because we summoned a demon.
True.
Come on, where are you? What the hell?
You had your chance to tell us what was going on, Clem.
I have tried to tell you all what's going on, but you continue to say, "Oh, poor Clem, he's dead. His marbles must be rotten."
What's the
deny.
So if I don't have any ranks in fighting, what is my
whatever
your top level thing for that? -4.
Okay. Okay. No. -2.
Did you want me to knock him out?
So she picks up the rock, throws it at him, and hits me in the head. Yep. Ow! Allie!
Sorry.
Clem,
Charlotte, what do we do?
Now you're talking for two people. I don't know what's going on here. You've never told us what's going on.
Oh, bless it. Bartholomew, I tried, and y'all made fun of me for it. Now, shush, I'm trying to talk to Charlotte.
So who is Charlotte?
The hell is Charlotte?
She's the boogie in my head.
You're talking to your boogers.
I don't know how quite to explain it, but she's this little critter, some kind of goblin, a boogie, some spirit of the night who tries to take my body over every time. But
right then, Clem shuts up. He just stops talking.
Clem?
Oh no.
Allie, what did you give him?
I didn't.
Yeah, she got me.
Is he mouthing or is he?
Yeah, what does he look like?
Is this one of those moments, Jeff?
It's one of those moments where he's no longer in charge.
I'm like waving my hand over in front of his eyes.
Is he like staring blankly? Is he?
He looks around for a moment and it's like, oh, sorry. I'm not even going to attempt the changing affectation.
Well, it's Charlotte speaking, so
Just
she
like-
wouldn't. Whatever Charlotte's accent would be through Clem's voice.
Yeah. Yes. So she just kind of looks around and reaches out for a bottle that Allie has. Chugs whatever it is that Allie has.
Oh dear.
Sets the bottle down, turns around, walks into the forest.
But
I feel like with a demon running around, that's a bad idea, Clem.
this is unexpected, no?
Okay, so he's gone crazy. That's something.
More so than usual.
Clem wakes up 5 minutes later, stark-ass naked in the middle of the forest.
There's a TikToker that sleepwalks and that happens to her.
I've tried to follow Clem with my rope.
With your rope,
Mm-hmm.
you just
He's gonna lasso himself some.
I found,
Clementines.
so I guess I find him because he stops moving after 5 minutes, and I wrap him up in the in the rope.
In the rope.
Yeah, I probably found his
Or a
clothes
loving
as he
embrace,
was
you know,
walking
whatever.
or what have you,
Yeah.
and
He,
just
like-
picked them up and just threw him over my shoulder. Kind of trying not to see his peener because I am a somewhat religious man.
And penises are the devil.
They're worse than Beelzebub.
Well, they're snakes.
Yeah.
Garden of Eden.
Garden of Eden.
And I bring him back to the camp and I throw him on the ground.
Danger noodles.
And throw his clothes on
as
top of him, trying to
Bartholomew's
cover his shame.
bringing me back, I
In
come
the
to
middle
you.
of
I'm
the
like,
woods, naked.
God bless it, you little hell demon.
You're the one who wandered off into the woods. Don't be calling me a hell demon. You summoned him.
Bartholomew, not you. Damn it, if you would stay out of this conversation.
Well, it's kind of hard not to because you're not having a conversation with anybody else.
And you are naked.
And
Well,
you're naked.
This
Charlotte's
is just
vo-
fine.
And I pointed his penis.
Charlotte's voice cuts in suddenly. If you start talking about me again to any of your friends, then next time you wake up, it'll be with a screwdriver through your thigh.
Oh, you think that scares me? If I could take off my thumb, except I'm all well, this is just great.
What the fuck, man?
What are you talking about? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to tie you up so you don't hurt anybody, including yourself, by sticking a screwdriver in your thigh, whatever you were saying.
All right. Well, I will find a way to deal with you a little bit better and have conversations with you so my friends don't have to deal with such nonsense.
Are you telling
and
me
for the
that we
rest
are
of
friends?
you, Bartholomew,
I thought we were best friends.
Right? That's what he said.
I will accept my station tied up naked in this rope. I'm asking all y'all to trust me on this. There's some heebie-jeebie shit, and I'm quoting Coot on that. A gentleman who appears apparently only to me. I recognize there's a lot of stuff. Hey, look, y'all, I came back from the dead. There's some weird shit going on.
No
Yes.
kidding.
We are very concerned about you, Clem. I hate to say this, but you may need to stay in those ropes until we reach the ship.
Oh, yeah. Keep me in these ropes. Guess what? There's a little critter in my head named Charlotte. And I say, keep me in these ropes, no matter how much I protest and complain. But she's going to try to take hold of me, and...
What kind of critter are you talking about?
She says to Clem, you know, the only good thing that's happening today is you're going to get locked away in an insane asylum. Maybe we'll get some peace and quiet then.
And she says we invite some kind of demon in here.
Well, no shit. Beelzebub, the demon.
He's made of bees.
Well, apparently he's my neighbor now, so deal with that.
Well, tell him to keep it down. You're kind of freaking us out.
That's all I got. I will sit here content, naked as the Lord intended in these ropes.
Now,
Deal with that,
as a
Charlotte.
Christian man, I just want you to know the Lord did not intend you to be naked. I just want you to know.
And I'm just kind of thinking about it for a second. You know, rope burn is not fun.
So are you trying, is this more of a threat or a statement?
I'm just contemplating the existence of a naked person in rope. That's all.
Just leave me as is if you all would.
Well, that sounds like a threat. So I start untying him.
No!
Here, you happy now? I untied him.
Do you
Not
have
sure he
enough
was
chips? Is there any response to me being untied now?
No,
Perhaps-
no.
Perhaps we need to
She seems to have retreated back into the back of your head. All you can really tell from her is just this petulant
You can feel her
unease
seething.
about. Yes, exactly.
Charlotte just makes me want to reread Dresden Files.
Right?
I have to take a quick bathroom break, but Clem is going to attempt to gather his clothes and belongings from the forest. He stands up
No,
very
I picked them up for you as I
modestly.
was following you. So they're all here. I
well,
well, on top of you.
Then he sheepishly
Thank
puts
you,
them back
Bartholomew, and I dress
I am a monster.
and just
You are.
I sit stewing by the fire, literally and figuratively, because I'm undead, so I'm sure it bubbles me a little bit.
on. So are we hearing anything in the forest, or is Beelzebub just like not
Just chilling.
making himself known?
You haven't really sensed anything.
It could have been
Different.
something pranking us. Those are pretty popular among the younger ghosts.
Just a prank, bro.
Or perhaps one of us was moving it. So hey, look at Allie.
I'm sorry, what?
Perhaps one of us was moving the planchette when.
Oh,
just
gosh,
to-
no.
But I wasn't even near it.
I look at Horace.
I wouldn't. I just peed myself. I don't think it was me.
You have take any excuse you can to pee yourself.
Go change your armor.
Should we tie him up overnight?
Nah, I think we're through the woods on this one.
We are literally in the woods, alone, away from everyone, and he is undead and could take us on.
Well, I feel like that might be a bit offensive.
You think that is offensive? The one that gets offended at a drop of a hat. Like,
Well,
I dropped your
Snowflake.
hat and you got upset.
It is my best hat.
Well, you should not have brought your best hat.
Well, what other
I
hat
mean,
am I
everybody
supposed to
knows
wear?
You're second best, obviously, because then people will be like, ooh, that's not his best hat. I wonder how good his best hat is.
Leave some mystery.
But I want people to know how great I am.
How is your hat red?
No, it's a very nice patent leather.
Then we are going to have to take turns watching over him all night.
Well, I would say in the middle of nowhere, we should probably have people on guard anyway.
But he cannot be on guard on his own, is what I'm saying.
I'm fine, damn it. I can guard. I tell you what, I'll guard the camp all night long, damn it.
Okay, not 5 minutes ago you were ranting and raving at yourself. No.
And saying something about a screwdriver in our thighs?
And that there's a person in your head? No.
No.
Yeah, I mean, not to be a bummer, but you're kind of crazy.
I turn to Horace. Little buddy, what do you think?
He starts crying.
Oh no.
Now look, you made him cry.
Can Horace be played by Tom Holland?
That's my picture, pretty much.
Can he be, or is he? Because yes.
Is he be played by Tom Holland?
Yes.
What do
Tom
you
Holland,
think?
if you listen to the podcast, please join us.
Yes.
Fan of the podcast, Tom Holland.
All right, well, I guess I try to get a full night's sleep then.
Okay.
So I guess we have to roll
So-
again for his nightmares and his
Yeah.
Manitou.
Oh, I never rolled for night terrors the first time, but yeah.
Yeah, roll for night terrors. The others, the rules technically say at the start of every session. So
Oh,
Okay. Make an honorous, so a 7 spirit check. Paula, I got this. Don't worry, gang.
Don't worry.
My night terrors won't have an effect on me. That is an 8, barely scraping by for the night terrors. A peaceful sleep for Percy Clemens.
Yay.
hmm
I don't know how everybody else fares, but I slept well.
We had to sleep with one eye open because of you, so.
Sleep with one eye open.
Wow,
Gripping
that took
your
me
Not sure that's
back.
how that goes that way.
Anyway,
Any hoozles.
so you wake up the next morning. Everyone feels, well, Clem feels refreshed. The rest of you are probably still on pins and needles, but you guesstimate you can probably make it the rest of the way to the crest of the hill anyway, and able to look down into the valley overlooking Grimvale probably by midday, and make it all the way into town by nightfall, should you so choose.
Okay.
I think we should so choose.
That sounds good to me. Sounds reasonable.
Bartholomew's
On
kind
our
of tired,
trip,
so
though-
he's just following suit at this point.
I'm gonna kind of whisper to myself along our trip, all right ahead or behind or whatever, and just be like, Charlotte, is this B fella still hanging around our group?
Well, I don't know that we'll
I
know
said that in a hushed
No,
voice.
he's not. He's further away from us two.
Okay.
No response.
She's pissed.
Or she's dead. Oh wait, no, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
First Coop, now you little hell demon. Yeah. Kind of hit the reins and like keep going in a little bit of a fervor. I'm so frustrated.
Aww.
Do. Silence. So about midday, you make it to the top of the hill, and you overlooking the valley below, and what you see is kind of a half moon. Like somebody took an ice cream scoop and just took a big old carve out of the side of the hill, and in the bottom there is the town. From this angle, it appears to have 6 or 7 streets. 3 going north and south, and then 1 main street going east to west, bisecting all of them. There's farms and what have you out around. There appears to be a railroad station and railroad tracks that run out of town, but not far past them. You see the line hasn't been completed connecting the town to the rest of the main line. And otherwise, it looks like a sleepy little village. Oh, except for the shipwrecked worm
Ogden.
hunting ship that is like half the side is gone. It's listing 15 degrees to port.
I pull out
One
my
set of-
protractor and hold it
I was
up
gonna
and like
say,
kind of
like,
squint.
are we sure?
One set of wheels on the starboard side are just kind of spinning in the light
So it's still
breeze
running?
of the No, like pinwheels. Like the breeze is blowing the wheel
Got it,
and it's
yep.
spinning. Yep. Then you can see some activity around the ship, and people coming and going around the town. It looks otherwise pretty normal, from what you can tell.
Well, that's
I mean-
not ominous at all.
I mean, I head directly over to the ship's like, so there's townsfolk walking around, but the ship's like right there.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, so I head over
yeah,
to like,
it's probably like an hour's horseback ride out of town. It's probably a good 4 hours away from where you guys are right now.
so I turn to Horace on his horse, and I'll say, Horace, did the people leave the ship, or where did you see them last? Were they all on the ship, or did they come to the town?
I'm not sure I know what you're saying, cousin.
Well, I mean, the question is, did they go, oh, we crashed. I should walk over to that nearby town, what I can see from the galley. Or did they stay with the ship trying to repair it? You were there. I figure you would know what their decision was based on previous events.
Oh yeah, cuz both some of the people stayed back with the ship, and some of them have just kind of, well, I think some of them are down there at Red's Saloon. Oh, Red.
Alright, well, I guess we should head on over to Red Saloon, guys. Maybe see who's there. Maybe the captain's there. Maybe the first mate. I don't know.
Oh, Captain's probably with the ship. He's a pious type, you know.
Well, then, my vote is we go for the shit.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we got horses, so I figure we can make some quick time of it.
All right. You guys ready to go?
How are our supplies looking?
Oh, when you get to the ship, you will have run out of the supplies to keep your horses fed.
Okay.
Well, I feel like maybe then we should probably stock up, because I don't know that they have horse supplies on the ship that have no horses on it.
Stop
Fair.
in town for a pee break, get some horse gear,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then, you know.
I give some cash to Horace to go get supplies. I'm going to go check out Red's Tavern to see who's there from the ship, to get maybe more of the story, just to understand, what's going on since Horace left the group.
Yes.
Alright, so I go over to
Okay.
Red Saloon.
Okay,
Well,
so
I can't leave a comrade in arms. Bartholomew, I suppose I will accompany you yet again.
Sounds like a great idea. It works out well for us every time.
okay.
Clem takes that face value.
Of course he does.
And I put my notes for Reds somewhere. Okay. We're gonna wing it.
Holla, that's the best way.
Okie dokie. So it takes you guys about 3 hours to get to Reds. So who all went to Reds?
I want to go to Reds.
Yeah, we'll all
Okay.
go.
All go to Reds. Okay. So you walk, as you're riding through town, you notice that there's a lot of people talking in English, but a lot of people also talking in what sounds like German.
Mm-hmm.
So when you stroll into Reds, there's kind of a hush that falls over the crowd, and they eye you for a minute, and it gives you enough chance to scan the room, and you see kind of in the back corner is Stubbs.
Who's Stubbs again?
Stubbs
First mate?
is the second.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, hello there, Stubbs. I walk up and sit down next to him.
He kind of snorts a little bit and wipes his nose with the back of his
Wipe
sleeve.
his butt.
Yeah, his clothing is definitely dirtier than the last time you saw it. Has been torn. He doesn't look disheveled though.
He just looks shoveled.
Yes. It's been torn, but it's been repaired.
I turn to him and I say, "Good news. We got the pot to fix the ship." And then I wave my finger in the air for the bartender.
He just kind of looks at you, half drunk, and squints and goes, "Oh yeah, you're that. Yeah, we thought you died.
Almost.
We saw this big fire out in the middle of the desert, out in the direction you were headed, and, well, we thought you blew up the car. So we just kind of went on without you."
Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is we did blow up the car. Good news is it still drove. I suppose the bad news is I sold it for horses because I didn't trust it. Good news is, like I said, we have the part for the vehicle that apparently worked without it.
He picks up his shot glass of whiskey and looks at you all, particularly Bartholomew, and shoots the glass of whiskey, turns it over, puts it upside down on the bar, and goes, "Well, I guess we can fix something then."
You mean this isn't gonna fix the big old hole in the side of that thing? What happened?
Oh, this and that.
And the other thing, and yeah.
Well, okay. So after we assumed you were dead, I need to stress this. We assumed you were dead. We did not abandon you.
Mm-hmm.
We assumed you died.
Mm-hmm.
We set off for the bloodworm yet again, and we thought we found it. We got some good harpoons into it, reeled it in tight, and that sumbitch dove deep and pulled us in with it. And we broke a mast and we lost, and of course we didn't have engine power because the part we were missing, and now we didn't have wind power. So we had to get out and push. Or pull, depending on which side you were on. And well, anyway, we get just about outside of here. Another sandworm, well, it just came up and slammed us broadside, pushed us all the way over, and a gust of wind caught us, and we rolled like a tumbleweed all across the plain until we landed here with the big frickin' hole in the side.
Good job.
Yeah.
I always miss the action.
You're right. Nothing really happened while we were away. It was a very quiet and uneventful period of time.
That is a good way to say it.
When Mr. Stubbs, when did you send our fine young cabin boy Horace our way?
Well, see, they don't have enough supplies to fix our ship. They're a bunch of German settlers and kind of a crazy folk, but anyway, they don't have enough supplies here, and the supplies they do have, they're reluctant to part with on account of the ghost rock mine up the mountain a little bit. So we've been sending people out to other towns to try and find enough lumber and other things to get us back together enough to get ourselves back to Salt Lake City.
Lake City. Oh, sorry.
Where we can dry dock and get ourselves back in operation proper like. Well, we sent out your boy Horace here with a couple others, and he pauses and he looks at Horace. Where did the others go? And Horace kind of says, mumbles something about giant fucking bird. And the captain looks at him a moment.
Yeah, there was definitely a large bird. But we resolved that issue.
You're welcome.
Like Sisyphus, I am bound to hell.
That is so dramatic.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess
I think you misunderstand the meaning of my question. And how are my decks?
Well, the part of the deck that you polished is just fine. The only part of the deck that is just fine.
I audibly just like there's been a lot of weight on all our shoulders, and a huge amount has just obviously been lifted from them.
Well, I suppose you are technically part of the crew, so
I mean, not technically, we just are. We risked life and limb to get this pot that's over. What did you guys do with the pot after we left the horses at the stable?
I did not have it.
Well,
maybe I kicked it in the fire like someone kicked my Ouija board in a fire.
Why would you kick the pot for the ship into the fire, Clint?
I didn't literally do it, Bartholomew. I'm just trying to make a point.
Well, it didn't help.
I don't remember, Horace. Do you have the pot?
Was it in the car we sold?
I'm pretty sure we tied it to the horses. Did we not?
I don't remember.
Stubbs raises his hand and waves at the barmaid and holds up 4 fingers.
And then says, "Do you guys want anything?"
Exactly. So, after a little bit of talking, he finally says, "All right, well, there's not much of a crew left. Even if you guys did join back up, assuming that you are now alive."
I mean, for all intents and
we all kind of look at Clem and then go,
we are all as alive as we were at the beginning.
He just
the volume of alive has not changed from start to finish.
It's like, that's an awfully long-winded way of saying that, but all right. Well, you can stay at the ship if you
as possible.
You can stay at the ship if you'd like. It's about an hour west of town. I'm sure you saw it.
I mean, we can kind of actually see through the window if you look behind the bar. Can you scoot up to the left, bartender? It's right there.
She kind of leans to the side, and you can see.
Yeah, it's right there. See?
Yep. Yes, I know it's right there. I see it. This is why I sit in this chair, so that I can drink and see my ship.
It's not like you can do anything if anyone tries to steal it.
Yeah, I mean, if someone showed up with like a pickup and put your ship in it, you've got at least an hour before you get there.
It's a silly thing, too.
Who would want to steal that piece of shit? And when the wind blows, when the wind blows, the sand gets into the ship. It's slowly burying the thing, but we got a nice little setup out there, so you know.
It gets everywhere.
In all the cracks.
You can live out there with us if you'd like.
Well, sir, what do we gotta do to get this ship going again so we can get this damn red worm? And what's it gonna take to get our crew paid? I just spent $19
this
on.
one still wants to hunt a worm. I feel like we've gone way off track.
I just spent $19 damn dollars on an Ouija board that got burnt up. I am running particularly low on funds. We need to get this shipwreck back on track, if you will.
He takes 2 more shots of whiskey.
Takes a whiskey shot. It takes a
vodka shot.
He has a cider drink.
And then he has a lager drink.
The songs that reminds me of the bad times.
If by bad times will mean the ship crashed.
He's like, ain't nobody getting out of here at least for a month. We've wired to Salt Lake. Salt Lake is gonna tell the others. And we assume we'll get some sort of relief in about a month, maybe 2.
So,
but for now,
so what are we to do over here? I mean, I don't want. There's a town right here. Why would we want to live on a ship for 2 months?
Well, I don't know. You can drink, and he does another shot.
Yeah, but we can do that here too. I'm trying to figure out why we need to even go to the ship. Other than to just check in for attendance or whatever.
Well, and also not to sound biased, but this town might be full of Hessians.
What?
German mercenaries.
Germans?
Yeah. Thank you, Kimberly.
I've seen Sleepy Hollow so many times, man.
Yep.
Well, I was going off of historical terminology, but that works too.
It still uses the same terminology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's on point.
The headless ghost of Christopher Walken is gonna eat me.
That's pretty much how I knew I was gonna die.
Yep. Not a bad way to go, though. At least you'd give me some champagne.
Can I make
Yeah.
out with Miranda Richardson first?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's all make out with Miranda Richardson first.
Fair.
Okay, can I just call dibs on Christina Ricci, though?
Yeah. Well, you have
Sure.
to fight Jason for her, but otherwise.
Oh, when I was on Professional Blur and I told him the whole story, the whole basically turning point of my story that I was on there was the fact that I did a scene with her. Yeah, he about lost it. It was fabulous.
Oh, I bet. He's in the...
I mean, who isn't, though?
There. I had a crush on her as Wednesday, and just so we all know, I'm younger than her, so it wasn't...
So it wasn't creepy. Not the turn our Marshall thought this podcast would go.
The questionable legality of having a crush on Christina Ricci.
On Wednesday Addams, Christina Ricci.
She's so little, she's so cute.
But I love her dressed as Morticia as an adult. Like, damn.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, she did. She did like a here.
She rocks it.
She does. It's pretty great.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so the out of character answer to your question, Dan, is there is no real good reason other than
The story won't proceed.
It's free to live at the ship.
Oh, that's fair.
And you can get a room at the hotel for like what is the rate? It's standard fare hotel. Yeah, for a silver a night. No. It's pretty cheap. But
all right. Well, I mean, I figure if nothing else, we do have to go check in with the captain.
Yeah.
Because he does think apparently we are dead, and is like, well, there go all the newbies. And his cousin.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, we had your cousin. He was a loyal member of the crew, a lot more loyal than you deserters. Blowing up the car.
We bought the pot you asked for.
Us.
You son, I'll punch him.
Oh.
After everything we went through, I am going to lose my decorum. I'm going to punch him in the face.
Because isn't that one of your
No,
things?
I am going to do an opposed check on that and stop him, because this is definitely going to besmirch my Dex reputation.
I'm assuming this is unhanded, which I have nothing in.
What? Unhanded?
Unarmed?
You heard me.
Unarmed.
Unhanded.
Unhand me, you fiend!
What's that under?
Fighting's under nimbleness.
Oh,
I figured that's not
okay,
what you would
yeah.
use then, would you? Unless you're punching me back.
No, I wouldn't punch you back. I just want to catch your swing. So,
what are we doing,
regular
Jeff?
nimbleness? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
So, since I have nothing fighting, I do... What now?
The thing -4.
You do your base one of the
Do I just do... I have 4d6 in nimbleness. Do I roll all 4?
Yes. Wait.
Oh, no, I think it's
thought
just
you
one.
Oh.
Is it just the one, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and
So
do I
that's
just
a
do-
-3.
Do I do an opposed nimbleness
Do
to
you really
stop him
need
from
to?
hitting our second in command?
If he does a bad job, he
Oh
could...
my gosh, what if you end up punching him instead? The guy.
Womp womp.
So what does Josh need to do, Jeff?
Roll against your fighting. Roll at least a 5.
So is he roll fighting too?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're basically fighting each other.
Oh no! I rolled a 4.
You guys
So-
are really inept.
Oh, it was a D12.
You play.
Jesus.
You get slap happy with each other.
Yes! It's a slap fight.
Stubbs just kind of laughs and is like, well. All right. You can stay at the ship if you want, and you can tell everybody how you're alive, or you can stay at Granny's up the road.
I mean, I'm gonna stay at the ship. I take offense to you saying we're deserters when we spent months of our life trying to get the pot for the damn ship you were looking for.
Has it been months? I thought it'd been like days.
Bartholomew, let me just say, there's nothing wrong with being labeled a deserter.
In my head canon, it's been about 3 weeks.
Okay, that works for me.
Months. It was a long 3 weeks.
Well,
Yeah,
this week's been a long year, so you know.
Yeah.
Equipment, guns, transfer.
All right, let's get back on our horses and go back to the ship. I'm done talking to Stubbs.
It's $2 a day.
I followed the group. I have to use the rest.
I walk out.
All right. So you go back to the ship. Are you going to the ship or are you going to the hotel?
I think we're going to the ship.
Okay.
We're gonna at least
You
check
go to
in.
the
I feel like as a responsible part of the ship,
Non-deserter.
as a non-deserter, I need to.
Plus, I really just want to see the looks on their faces when we show up.
Yep. Bastards.
So
See if I can get some more apologies. Or, like, any apologies.
Right.
So you get out there and sure enough, it's been cracked over or turned over. Part of the main deck has been pulled out. Clem's area of deck is quite fine. Spit polished even. It looks like a looming dark fortress, kind of reminiscent of the ship you all had stumbled upon earlier in the adventure.
I swear to God, if there's an undead moose or whatever in there, I'm out.
You can tell from the couple little campfires around the ship as you get closer that, there's probably 10 to 20 people still alive, or at least still active near the ship. As you get closer, it looks more akin to a mining camp. They've taken the sails and turned them into makeshift stables and a dining area, and once you get there and you take a look around, they lead you into the ship proper, and in one of the holding areas they've strung up the hammocks, so there's places to sleep, there's places to keep your horses, and there's a kitchen, so there's places to eat.
I immediately go to work on my deck.
I go over to Clem and like, Clem, perhaps you should let the captain know we're here first, and then you can spend all your free time cleaning the deck.
Well, I feel as though my work would show that I was back, but fair point, Bartholomew. I will follow suit.
So, Fat Ernest, you remember him, sees
with
you.
the PH fat.
Yeah, and he walks up with his arms widespread And he's like, Bartholomew, you're alive! How good to see you! And like gives you this great big bone crushing hug. And he's like, I'm so glad you are all still alive. We are barely alive.
Wait, wasn't Stubbs the captain and Faulkner the first mate?
Yep. That's why I didn't correct you.
Oh, I'm looking for the captain. Do you know where he might be?
Well, he's usually in at Red's drinking about this time of night. Did you not see Captain Stubbs?
Look, it's been a long time. Can you just show us to our quarters?
And y'all say Clem has a problem with continuity?
I throw a mop at Clem. I'm like, continue this.
And Fat Ernest, leads you back into the room and into the hold and motions to, 4 hammocks and says, you can sleep in these. And, well, let me just give you a real quick rundown of the area and things you might do to occupy your time while we're waiting on supplies.
Yeah.
You can go into Red's. There's also some other things there. There's, if you listen long enough, there's usually some gossip, some strange things going on in town, and sometimes you even get paid to look into them. Sheriff's a real nice guy. And, well, there's a local mad scientist or two, so...
Really?
Oh, Allie will fit right in.
Yeah, so, plenty of things to keep yourself occupied if you wish. Or you can stay here and play cards with us most days. And he looks at Bartholomew with this almost greedy look in his eyes.
I'm afraid I lost all my money buying the pot to repair the ship that we left back in town.
It's like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll pay you back eventually. Oh, and speaking of that, he reaches in to his pocket and produces a key, and he says, I'm gonna go and count out your pay. How does $50 a piece sound for all the hardship you've been going through?
Well, I wrote $20 a month, so I suppose that is better pay.
Yeah, we did leave you for deserters.
Which we weren't. We spent all our time trying to repair the ship. All our time. Literally all we did.
Well, okay. So there you go.
90-58. That's not too bad.
Our heroes have finally made it back to the Ogden, run ashore in Grimvale. What will our heroes do next? Find out next time on ODND Presents A Fistful of Dice, a Deadlands adventure.